Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be taking a look at the behind the scenes for the World's 2020 opening ceremony. It says it's more on the tech behind, how the entire production came together. It's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds long, but can't wait to take a look at, honestly, how they had to navigate, or if they even talk about some of the problems that they faced in 2020.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
Once we made the decision to move forward with Worlds this year, the question became, what should we do, how should we do it, and why should we do it? And working with Figgy and the rest of the team at Possible, along with the server and network environment that Lux Machina developed, what was eventually identified and pitched was, let us do this in XR. Let us do this in a way where we can create this dynamic and interesting environment and produce something that is unlike any other live event. When we've hosted events in stadiums and arenas all over the world, there's this moment of being present, right? When people walk into the building, they know they're at Worlds. We wanted to create that exact same sensation this year, just in a different way.
This is the most elaborate mixed reality stage in the world. If you go to a store and you pick up a 4K TV, that's a pretty high resolution TV. This stage renders at 32K resolution. So it is, in terms of computational imagery, the most sophisticated in the world. The cameras that we're using for our primary broadcast cameras are all tracked, and that tracking data gets mapped to this LED screen that's behind us. But it doesn't end there. Once the data is actually on the LEDs, we scenically extend it with augmented reality to make it look like the set goes on forever. So sometimes you'll see a camera person aiming their camera into the ground or aiming it back towards where our technical front of house is. And that's because there's actually a 360 world that's built out around the stage, where in any direction you point your camera, there's something to be shot.
A differentiation that our production needed to make was actually being able to have two of these projected camera perspectives operating at once, so that when we go from the Steadicam to a handheld, there's another shot that's actually ready. What it means for the audience at home is this is the same kind of show that they've always been able to enjoy, just done in an exciting new medium and in a way that really brings Worlds to life.
A really interesting thing about Worlds is that it's known as a touring competition. What the mixed reality and XR stage allows us to do is allows us to bring those locations to us. We wanted to give some foundational basis so that the players could actually feel the changes as we travel through different cities, but then also extend that experience for an audience to see that we can do things that wouldn't even be possible.
As we thought about how to deploy the XR environment within the context of our show, it became clear that we could integrate pieces of what's happening within the competition in a way that has historically been a little bit less accessible. Replays and other things that keep the audience in the game when something interesting may be happening within the environment, and actually have both things happen at once. Coming into Worlds 2020, it's a decade of competitive League of Legends. It's an incredible amount of legacy that we needed to honor. We're extraordinarily blessed to have a passionate fan base that has enough trust in us to be good stewards of the sport.
Riot's making history with Worlds 2020. As we wrap up one decade and look at decades to come of esports, we're using technology to bring fans and players together to experience Worlds in a way that they haven't been able to experience before.
Cool. So I guess like maybe I had it a little bit misinterpreted. Like they were talking about the tech of the actual like tournament. Doesn't even
Yeah.
matter. That's awesome, and I just love how they talked about like the technology of the stage and how they use that, because I mean we only saw the opening ceremony, but it's awesome that I guess some of the tech I would assume that some of the tech that they used throughout the entire actual tournament was used in the opening ceremony as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very cool how they extended the stage, and they talked about like how basically they're using this type of mixed reality, crazy computational stuff to have in real life what would be like cameras pointing at, like they said, their front of house crew, where
Yeah.
cameras pointing at like the wall or something.
Yeah.
But
But there's a whole dang city there.
Yeah, like a whole virtual city there, which is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I just want to pull back some of those scenes on screen for a second. About like here.
Once the data is actually on the LEDs, we scenically extend it with
So yeah,
augmented
like
reality to make
that's
it look like the
absolutely.
set goes
Oh,
on
sorry. So
forever.
yeah, that's
So
absolutely
sometimes you'll
amazing
see a
here.
camera person
Like,
aiming their camera into the ground or aiming it
yeah,
back
I'm just like,
towards
what?
our technical front of houses. And that's because there's actually a 360
Watching
world
this
that's built out
live
around
must
the
have just
stage,
been
where
amazing,
in any direction
honestly.
you point your camera, there's something to be shot.
Yeah, like this gives us a glimpse of how the actual tournament went, because we didn't get any of that with the opening ceremony.
Right,
But
yeah.
the stage is amazing, and how like little clips of like, I guess when a team like wins a round or something, or even like how they had it's gonna show it here in a second. In the main screen area between the two teams, right there, they have like, just a main big display for you to watch right between the two teams. It just makes the whole broadcast seem really epic.
Yeah.
Like watching this live must have been something else.
Yeah.
And I'm just already like, wow, everything I'm seeing from a technological perspective and how they have like, I'm not sure if, for example, these are the pics of the players behind them in the vertical banners.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
But that'd be really cool if it was. And I'm sitting here like, can we get this for every other game that I'm more interested in? You know what I mean? Or like, um, just awesome. Like, I don't know if they're gonna have like, I like Diablo's coming out, and I'm really excited about that game. And I'm just like already just thinking, even if it doesn't quite fit, I'm already thinking, oh my god, we're gonna have PvP in Diablo. Because can we have like, people's respective characters and their vertical banners like
That'd be
PvP,
sick.
right? I'm just like,
Yeah.
that'd be so cool. I think that Riot has done a lot for the competitive scene of not only their own franchise, but raise the bar for other
Yeah.
franchises to look at and really bring a whole new level of marketing, a whole new level of like player inclusion, a whole new level of hype to their own franchises. Like, this is sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like even saying like a whole new level is still like not like, it's just like an understatement still, because it truly raised that bar so high.
In every way, Like, honestly, I just think that a lot of these scenes that we see on screen, I'm gonna bring it back here for a second, are like super cool. Super
Yeah.
cool.
I remember when I saw that the first time and it came in, and then it like came down and you saw the players or the champions they were playing. I was like, yes, that is so cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, just look, like, even this, I just want to go back and pause it on that screen there. Like, I don't know what moment this is specifically, if that, like, that player made a cool play, but I would just like to see, I would have to go through this video again to like be like, behind the players right here, was it just like a wall, or is there actually a screen there? It doesn't even matter. I just have how I love how we have this big explosive, dynamic and interactive graphic, and it's just like, if that player did make the play, that's such a hype moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just so cool.
Yeah. I think they did such a phenomenal job at like making this space come to life.
Yeah.
Like, just like a 100,010%, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even a number, but yes.
Like
Just
look,
it's so good.
yeah, look at this camera zoom in, and then we get the in-game broadcast in this virtual space. Like, looks like it's
Yeah.
floating in 3D space. And then obviously we have the extension of the mixed reality, like the big worlds building behind them, the skyscraper off to the left there,
Yeah.
and the one off to the right. It makes you feel so immersed. I'm just like, the way that virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, HoloNet, holographics, whatever application of technology it is, the way that they're coming into every industry and
Yeah.
how fast it's coming in is mind blowing, right?
Absolutely.
It's mind blowing, and I just feel like the whole landscape is being changed, especially for industries and like pioneers and leaders of each specific industry that are taking this technology in stride and creating something new with it. Of course, um, there are positive and negatives to it, but in terms of like this application, all wow, it's like all thumbs up, like just
Yeah.
all amazing. I feel like going back to watching like a tournament in Counter-Strike now, because I'm getting back into Counter-Strike because Counter-Strike 2 is coming out for all us old heads who are now returning back into CS. I'm gonna go back and watch like a lot, one of their world tournaments or whatever tournaments they got going on now, and just be like, huh, this could be so much more. I just feel spoiled, like being able to see,
It's so true.
and it's a game that I don't even play. I'm not that into competitively, like at all, right? I don't follow League competitively at all. We really just like the story and the
Yeah.
heroes and the whole world. So it's cool to have what I'm gonna call like relative situations. Like, we've watched tournaments in Counter Strike, but it's cool to see that hype in another franchise as well. That's relatable,
Yeah, of course.
right? So even though it's a different game, it's still a very relatable uh event, and yeah.
Yeah, it's always so exciting to see. Like obviously people getting hyped about something they're super passionate about, and like Don said, that covers like a variety of genres and things. So yeah,
Yes.
it's always so awesome to see, and like I get goosebumps. I know Don does too. Watching a
Yes.
lot of this stuff,
Yeah.
it is just like so incredible and inspiring.
Yeah. So that's gonna wrap it up for the Worlds 2020 tech, kind of behind the scenes of how they ran the show. I don't think, or maybe I missed it. I'll have to go take a look if they had like behind the scenes on the opening ceremony itself. But this is what we got for now. So yeah, you have to let us know what you think of the 2020 Worlds tournament, and if you watched it live, how amazing it was to see live, and if that's the first time that you experienced such an interactive and live stage. Because I think I'm gonna have to go back and actually check out some of that live footage,
Yeah.
because I just feel like it's gonna be just amazing to see some of those plays play out, and the way that they implemented graphics along the back screens and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, like how it was all integrated.
Yeah. So like I said, leave your thoughts down in the comments, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye.
Bye.